What troubles you? What do we have here? A nice sharp dagger. Now what would a monk need that for?
Praise be to Christ.
I found these,
So much coin?
That's everything.
Do you know who might have been hiding?
I think it might belong.
Siskin, you see.
Ah, Gregor. I found a dagger.
And why shouldn't you have? I did hide it there after all. Do you...
Well then.
That dagger's the only thing I have left of my father. It was in our old When I was
Knowing
little,
that it is
I
written,
admired that
the
dagger
fool
so
is not
much.
corrected with
I
words.
asked father...
And again, beat your son with the rod, and you will deliver his soul from
Go on,
death.
please.
Now father's dead and I'm here.
Rule of Saint Benedict.
That piece of steel is the only thing I have left from the outside world.
First degree of humility.
So now you know everything.
Without delay. This is the virtue of those who hold
Who would you-
nothing dear
Why should I even think about that when I don't have the right to vote?
holy service they have
Greg.
professed, and the fear of hell and the glory of life everlasting. As soon as anything has been ordered by the superior, receive it as a divine command and cannot suffer any delay in executing it. But this very obedience will be acceptable to God and pleasing to men only if what is commanded is done without hesitation.
Siskin, Brother Gregor's raised a serious accusation against you. You've been hiding worldly goods in the monastery.
I just...
Such a sin can't go unpunished. Come with me.
What do you desire?
I'm still curious about this treasure trove.
It's no big terrible secret. Really, it isn't. I just go and read during services. There's no time otherwise. I mean...
What kind of a book it?
I found it here in the library. It was on a shelf where it should never have been. So I hid it to read later. It's the Necronomicon. Ghosts, demons, and invocate... Who knows what it means? I tried to count the syllables.
Oh, I'm not too sure what the prior or the cicada would say about a book like that. Actually, what...
Ah, prejudice. But you're right. It is prohibited.
You're right.
Oh, I'm glad you agree. Just take a look at the book. Just please don't tell anyone about the book. If the brothers learn that I took it from the library and hid it, I'll be in a lot of trouble.
There's a lot of coin in this.
I admit it might look that way. But if I tell you what I'm hiding from everybody, I think you'll understand. I hate to think of all I lost when they stuck me in here. And also because I really hate the question, aren't you? I was rich and I had everything. I've no head for managing the estate, and they said I'd
They must have read. And you stashed away.
Indeed, sir.
What about the dagger?
That's a memento of better times. Father gave me that when I was a little lad.
Do you know how to...
And how? Boozing.
I see.
What? A man pours his heart out to you when you...
Who, because of the holy service they have professed, and the fear of hell, and the glory of life everlasting, as soon as anything has been ordered by the superior, receive it as a divine command, and cannot suffer any delay
What is it, bro?
executing it. But this very obedience will be acceptable to God and pleasing to men only if what is commanded is done without hesitation. Delay, lukewarmness, grumbling, or objection. For the obedience given to superiors is given to God. For
I'll tell the abbot. I'm sure he'll...
What?
Necessarily with his
A man pours his heart out to you when you...
Then even though he fulfills the command, yet his work will not be
What do you...
acceptable to God, who sees that his heart is murmuring, and far from gaining a reward for such work,
Actually...
he will incur the punishment due to murmurers unless he amend and make satisfaction. The rule of Saint
It's no...
Benedict. Readings on the
I'll leave you be.
Therefore,
Don't worry.
when anyone
Thank you.
receives the
And
name of
please-
abbot, he ought to govern his disciples with a twofold teaching. That is to say, the rule of Saint Benedict. Readings on
What
the
is it,
abbot.
brother?
Therefore, when anyone receives the name of abbot, he ought to govern his disciples with a twofold teaching.
What can you...
That there's no man alive less suitable for the monastic life than...
You
don't.
Holy, by his deeds even more than by his words.
Why is he...
Expounding
No one
the
knows.
Lord's commandments
Maybe he's
in
hiding
words
from
to be
something.
intelligent
Do you think he has a
among
secret?
his disciples,
Don't we all?
But demonstrating the divine
That's what-
precepts by his actions for those of harder hearts and ruder minds. The abbot should always remember what he is and what he is.
I'd like to...
And should know that to whom more is committed, from him more is required. Let him
What are
make
the-
no
Someone
distinction
takes-
of persons in the monastery. Let him not love one more than another, unless it be one whom he finds better. Proud and disobedient characters, He should curb at the very beginning of their ill-doing by stripes and other bodily punishments, knowing...
In the night.
Oh, no. So it's still not over.
Lucas, what's going on?
What do you think? Just like you, I saw the...
We'd be safer not to...
You're probably right. But
I warned them if they didn't stop, I'd go and tell the prior. But instead of mending their ways...
You've picked the wrong people.
Is there something I can do?
Would you? I think all it might take is for you to go and sit down with them. Have a talk, set things straight. Then they'd leave me.
I'm not afraid of them.
Brother, you have the courage I lack. May the...
I've reported the cicada.
That's unbelievable. Thank you for your courage, brother. Because now I know I can trust you. There's something I wouldn't like to say something that isn't true. God forbid.
What makes you say that?
He claims he's a merchant's son from Vlashim, and that he joined the order voluntarily. The thing is, I spent a great deal of time...
Are you sure?
It's true, or Canute isn't my name. That would be my secular name, by the way, but that's not important. I know Vlashim, and I know the local merchants there, and I've never seen...
Thank you for telling me. I've heard that you,
What?
I read it in the abbot's...
What? The abbot?
I was looking for something else.
No matter what you were looking for, you crossed a line that... Yes, you can call me a sodomite, a sinner, a monster, I'm glad you aren't like the others. I swear to God, I've never lain with another man. I've never sinned. When my father wanted me to find a wife and start a... My guilt had been consuming me, and I knew in the monastery I'd find peace.
What would you...
I've discovered
I see.
the older brother,
It's...
Brother Siskin.
It doesn't surprise me. It's not the first time that's happened, and it won't be the last. I wouldn't punish him, but you can talk.
That's all I know.
If you find out anything else, come to me.
That's all I know.
If you find out...
I'm here to work.
Excellent. I've been waiting for you. There's the alchemist's laboratory. Today it's your task to concoct 2 potions to aid digestion. Once you finish them, you'll find me somewhere nearby. Don't forget to let me know when you're done so I can check them. What do you do?
I've finished my work.
Show me what you've made. Spectacular, Gregor. You've found your talent. What do you do? Praise be to Christ, brother.
I've finished my work.
Show me what you've made. Spectacular, Gregor. You've found your talent. Soon enough, you'll be teaching the other novices. Ah.
Is there any...
What would you...
Not
But the...
that...
Pity?
What troubles you?
I'd like to ask... Are there ever any...
Unfortunately, yes. The biggest quarrels right now are about the election of the new abbot.
Tell me something...
The old abbot is practically on his deathbed. There are two candidates. Half the monastery wants John, the other half Nevlas.
Tell me about John.
John is a circator and the oldest brother here. It would be only natural if he took the crosier from Peter. He has experience...
I'd like to know about...
Nevlas manages the monastery's property. He doesn't have the most experience, but his drive and heart are although perhaps he's too keen to change our routines here, which may...
Why does it matter?
Because the future direction of the monastery hangs in the balance. The younger brothers feel they have to work more than their superior brothers, and that some brothers, the older brothers, take a different view. They say the younger monks want privileges they haven't earned, and each side...
I thought...
You're right.
Who's in charge?
Abbot Peter.
And what happens when...
Then we elect...
I'd like to ask... Who would you...
The old abbot isn't dead yet. It's too early to talk about elections.